Hey gang, welcome to the emstrade.com recap video. It is Tuesday, March 1st, and what do they say about the first of the month? They say usually you have an up day. Well, not today, obviously. We had a very hard trend down today. So let's get over and take a look what happened in the room. We had two trades today in the ES. One for a small gain on the short side, which in hindsight we wish we would have kept that one, but we didn't see what was going to be happening early enough. And then, of course, the second one for a small loss in there. And pretty much a flat day, small loss, but we kept our powder dry, and that's the main thing. Now let's get over to the charts. Now you'll see this is a pretty sharp trend down. These pullbacks are very shallow in here. We've been noticing this quite a bit. Typically we like to see a really good pullback, and we're just not getting them, especially today. So that's why we are on the side of protection rather than trying to go in and bang heads and trying to gain some market share out of this. So for tomorrow, gang, let's look at some levels here. The 16 level, which is a 50% retracement, and the 1320 level is important. Also because they come into some price support here and price resistance. We had this pullback here at the 16 and a quarter level, which lines up with that. And of course, we have this price, this recent price low that we broke out of at 19 that will comes in play at the 1320. On the downside, you want to look at the this last swing low right here that held the market up at 92.50. That comes into play along with a fib level of 1272 extension. So be very wary of that. I'll say this, guys. It's you got to be nimble in trading. It's what it's all about. If the trade is not in your trade plan, please do not try to create a trade. We put out levels on a daily basis. These levels are for targets, not for trading on. We do not trade off these levels. We do not enter our trades off these levels. We look for targets if we're going in those directions. That's why I give you an up and a down side of these things. It's also important to understand the flexibility of this market. As we talked about yesterday, we were looking a little long. We thought that we expected that we could touch that 1340 and maybe up around the yearly high up here at the 42.75 level, because we broke some serious resistance numbers. Now, as you saw in the Globex session, it traded up sharply, but right before the open we traded down. We couldn't get back up over there. Now after that happened, with Bernanke speaking and the news out and the sort of the unrest and the stuff that's happening over in Libya, boy, it just absolutely sold off. And not to mention the fact that the market's fat and happy right now and everybody's nervous about a sell-off. Well, we got it today. Now, does this mean we're going to continue on and break these levels and go down, correct 10% from the highs of 1342.75? I don't know. I would suspect tomorrow, guys, we're looking for some congestion. This is a very big move. However, I'll say this, the market's down 5 points in the Globex already tonight. So watch the Globex, trade what you're seeing, trade what the price is giving you. Don't trade what you think the market's going to do. So with that, guys, sit on the sidelines for the first 30 minutes. We do have news out tomorrow. Bernanke is speaking again tomorrow in the AM at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. He is going to be talking to the House Financial Services Committee in Washington, so they'll be watching every word he says, and we'll probably get some reaction from that. Also, I think the petroleum report out at 10:30 a.m. Eastern is very important as well, especially with what's been happening with oil. So watch those things. Sit on the sidelines for the first 30 minutes. Let this thing play out, and we'll go from there. Otherwise, trade well. We'll talk to you then. See you.